This is Perspectives. I'm Barry Shainbaum. Welcome to the show. Perspectives takes a Canadian look at a unique mix of subjects, including arts and music, politics, democracy, environmental issues, and giving the power back to the people. On today's show, I'd like to talk to you about something very close to me, my Parkinson's. Yep, my Parkinson's. It moved in with me about 8 years ago. The longer I have it, the less I like it, but I'm trying to be funny, so. In my 20s, I was told that I had bipolar disorder. It took me a number of years to get rid of it and to recover from it, which I had. In 2005, I became a radio broadcaster on Christian stations Faith FM in Kitchener because they needed a non-Christian, so this Jewish guy slotted into radio. Good timing, right place, right time. In 2015, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I thought it was a breakdown, and there were hallucinations, but it was actually Parkinson's. It shut me down in one day, and it's affected all aspects of my life. Believe it or not, even some positively, but mostly not. One quick day 8 years ago, everything I did became the past. All new lessons to learn, courtesy of the Parkinson's. Now, there are some people who say that they have recovered from it, believe it or not. I don't know if they're telling the truth, but they seem to be genuine because I bought some of their books. And the ones that say, no, it's not degenerative brain disorder because they've recovered from it, maybe they're the exception, or maybe who knows what the whole story is. But they all agree that exercise is extremely important for people who have Parkinson's. There are others that say there are no ways to slow down the decline of Parkinson's. For those people that take the straight medical route, the typical medicine is levodopa, and you take it starting off a few times a day to many more during the years, and they call it the gold standard, but also after a number of years it does wear off, and you need more and more, and like being a good pharmaceutical, they all have side effects, way too many side effects. That's the downside of the medical system, and I'm not a doctor. But the alternative medicines that many people are exploring, herbs and different plants that they've used for hundreds and thousands of years, and some of them, they know the positive effects of it many years ago. And they do not have many side effects. That's the good thing about herbs. The bad thing about pharmaceuticals is there's probably hundreds of side effects for every medicine that is produced. Now, Parkinson's, some people wonder, can it stay mild or just have to go extreme? And it's considered different for everyone, but typically it does start slow. In my case, it started like a train knocking down the door and just squashing all 5 of my careers in one day. But it's a unique illness, tailored to each person, not that we want it to be. Again, you're listening to the new version of Perspectives. My name is Barry Shainbaum. We produce the show here in Toronto. When you look at Parkinson's, and again, I am not a medical person, I'm a person who has had Parkinson's force its way into my life. Didn't even knock. The medical route versus the alternative route. In the medical route, if they don't know the answer, they say there's no cure, as opposed to we haven't discovered it yet. Sometimes it's a black or white, and it's actually not the best way to look at it. I have found in alternative routes, they seem to be more open-ended. They may not know the answer, but it's like the answer's out there, and we're going to find it. Again, the medical route has so many side effects to all their medicines, while the alternative and the herbs have very, very, very little side effects, and it's just as good, some people say. Now, DBS, deep brain stimulation, as I call it, a Holden head. We just had a get-together from Parkinson's Canada the other day, a support group, and one of the people there had deep brain stimulation, and he was doing quite fine with it, but there can be side effects, there can be problems. He may lose other abilities, and it scares the hell out of me to drill a hole in this head. I don't think I'll let them drill a hole in my head, but it helps some people. All the power to them if it helps them. In Parkinson's, life can become a one long continuing obstacle. I suggest instead of looking at all of it as obstacles, is to look at it as challenges. And with every challenge, there's a way to learn and come stronger from it. And as every mother says to the kids, things happen for a reason, and that what does not kill you makes you stronger. Very true. Positive attitude in any type of circumstance or adversity always helps a person come out stronger. One last point here on diet. My diet has completely changed in the last 8 years. My necessities like soft drinks and chocolate bars and ice cream and cake and all the good stuff, I've basically cut it all out. I've lost weight, the belly's got smaller, and in many ways I'm healthier than before I got Parkinson's. Good things can come from bad. We'll close on that point. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen in today, and I really, really look forward to your comments. love it, hate it, somewhere in the middle. I learn by getting feedback, good or bad. As long as it's not meant to knock me down too far, I learn from everything. So my email address is bzshainbaum@gmail.com. And to have a look at my website, barryshainbaum.ca.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone.